Thank you very much for that welcome. Thank you very much for all of the staff who have been working to put together this press conference and the visit from the Speaker of the House of Representatives. We're so thankful for the work that you have put into making this day possible. Let's all give all of LAUSD and the Child Care Center a big round of applause. We thank our board members. We thank the president of the board. We thank the board member that represents this particular district. And so we're here today. We're here today because we want to share with this community and across this country the fact that we have this child tax credit that is extraordinarily important. A lot of people in the Congress of the United States worked on it, and I give credit to a woman who is the chair of the Appropriations Committee. Her name is Rosa DeLauro, who have been working for years, first of all, to ensure that there is a tax credit, and it's, of course, in law now, but this is different. This is different because it is responding to the pandemic, recognizing that parents had lost their jobs, recognizing where there were sometimes two parents working, they could not provide for the family in the way that they had because one of those parents was laid off or the job shut down altogether. And so I want you to know that this response is about making sure the children have food on the table. It's about making sure they have a safe place to live and a roof over their heads. It's about making sure they have the clothing that they need to go back to school. It is about this government supporting the families of this country in an extraordinary and most unusual way. But, as I said outside, we got this and started this in the House of Representatives. And we were able to do some things that some never thought could be done. Aside from the CARES Act, the special money that we put out in December, and then the American Relief Plan, where we're helping families, we're helping children, we're helping businesses and small businesses in particular. None of this could be possible without the Speaker of the House of Representatives. I want you to know that I am pleased to introduce to you, to our children, the families, to the staff, and to everyone present, that this woman, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the first ever to elected a woman, first to be elected in this country, in the history of this country, serving in her second term, is a powerhouse. Yes. And when she speaks, everybody listens, they're better. And when she is determined to make something happen, no matter what the odds are. And I could go back and I could tell you some wonderful stories about how Obamacare came into existence. And when they held out on the opposite side of the aisle, she would not close down the assembly until she got that vote. She got the vote for Obamacare, but these are the kinds of things that she does every day. And we are very pleased that she's here today. She's traveling across the country. She's in state after state. And whether it's talking about the child tax credit, or it's talking about rental assistance, or it's talking about small businesses, or she's dealing with something that is on the agenda in front of us all right now. We call it the jobs bill. It is the infrastructure bill. It is huge. And so we're dealing with that. We're dealing with what is happening with the ability for people to vote and not to be interfered with, to be suppressed. She's dealing with not only that from two levels, one being a huge bill, H.R. 1, that will undo some of the harm that has already been done in the states in suppressing the vote. In addition to that, the John Lewis bill that we're ready to introduce, and passed, and that will ensure that the decision by the Supreme Court that overturned really what we understood in Section 5, that ensured that those jurisdictions that had laws or were creating laws that would undermine everybody's ability to vote is overturned. And so we want to get that all cleaned up. But she is in the leadership of all of this. And she goes from meeting to meeting, from committee to committee, to the White House, to the Secretary of the Treasury, the Secretary of the Fed, on and on and on, making sure that she uses her time and her influence to take care of the people of this country. And she does it well. And don't let that smile fool you. She will get real tough, okay? And that's how she gets it done. Give her a big round of applause.